Hi, doctor. I hope you everything well. So this is my proposal presentation about assignment 2. This is a brief summary about Pustaka Miri. The key activities that the Pustaka Miri provided is lifelong learning, and for example, hydroponics. So maker meets and literacy workshop for adults and for younger kids as well. And the Grabbook Deliver is a service they're providing. And the whole size is about 62,000 square feet, about 30 to 35 staff. The main tools they are using is OPEC, and they're also using Ankasa too. And the library operates as a hybrid institution with the divisions such as technical services, community engagement, and lifelong learning and information literacy. Their community engagement, they have reading seats is one of it, or the community outreach program. The technical services, they have the online services and like the online ebook services. Lifelong learning, they have like STEM, this kind of programs that are encouraged by government. So next, this is the problem statement. The suggested problem is about the inadequate accommodations for special needs or younger kids. So for example, the hearing or vision tools for disabilities, screen readers for like old people or younger kids, or the bells, materials, etc. Young readers' diverse needs is they have been improving nowadays, and this is like vast collection and foster creative learning in library suggested by Anushka Ferrari is important. Next, Lindsay in 2020 also talk about children's voice seldom being heard, or the research data about the children's feelings, what they need, or is also lesser previously. Another problem statement is about insufficient sitting areas. For example, they have a lot of big events. They might need different type of sittings. And young children's areas, for example, the kids sometimes throwing tantrums. This is one thing that proposed to be a problem statement. Another one is a calm room as well. It might be things that needed. So next, the third problem statement is inclusion challenges in education, suggested by Nut, Brown, and Clough. So the inclusivity is about like the kids feeling like social justice, equity, or social problems, or any kid who has particular educational requirements. So how an education sector that able to higher up the level to be more inclusion. So it is hard to address actually to diversify the complex needs effectively. So this is the third problem statement. The objective of this proposal is about to improve inclusivity and accessibility, to provide services and infrastructure that can meet the needs of a wide range of users, including younger age and special needs. So the approaches, the first one is innovative learning space. So essential requirement to deliver a quality education, which mentioned by David instance. So this is also one of the mission, like the quality education that meets the international level is the vision from the Pustaka Miri as well. So David Instance also mentioned about the learner-centered environment that able to let the students or learners that able to highly focus on the purpose of the space of the place itself or the space itself. So if they know they are going to a library, they know the purpose of going to a library. So when they are going to the environment, so this is considered a type of innovative learning space that to be innovative and the purpose is very obvious into it. So another research, Princess Zaria Zuraido in 2021 also mentioned about shows the environment plays a vital role in the development of learners with SEND, special need kids who are the environment of the whole of the space of the special needs is very important. Will directly affect their emotional being, their feelings. So the environment is including the people over there to let the kids feel they are embracing by the people who are willing to mentoring them, and as well as how to be less distracted by the people, the peers, and they know what they do based on the instructions and the environment factor. So another suggestion is about the team, like art library section. So when they go to the art library, they know they have to be creative. Or like based on these pictures here, you can see it's a free sitting area. They know they have to sit in the circle like that. Or this one has a theme, the theme of the book to show what type of book they are reading in this week. So that is a very purposive environment. And another one is assistive technology. So assistive technology is important for nowadays. So this is based on the research by Kathleen Mary in 2024 about earlier children's reading proficiency. So this table is level of oral reading proficiency of learners. So you can see that for only in the mean number only 6 students able to read the books independently. And then non-reader is 52 students, younger learners not able to read. And then in the research conclusion is saying about the kids will develop more frustration when they are not able to read. So reading proficiency is important for younger kids to be able to continue reading. So fail on reading is likely to develop unfavorable reading experience. So to encourage kids to be able to read is also talk about like who is guiding them or how to guide them to decode the words. So Ed Roberts in 2007, he emphasized about independent learning movement, which is emphasized about self-help is important, no matter is disabled people or younger kids, like people who need some help or disabilities. We need to encourage about self-help. So, which is he is talking about like self-esteem, how to let them build self-esteem and confidence to as an approach towards disabilities. So this can let us reflect about the assistive technology is maybe one of the way in nowadays to avoid kids to have unfavorable reading experience. So next, so assistive technology is about gadgets or software designed to adapt to assist individuals with difficulties and enabling them to operate independently or with minimal help. So this is Dominic in 2020 explain the meaning of assistive technology. And reading is no longer limited to paper, but is accessible on various devices and improves accessibility for students with disabilities is important. It's mentioned by Ivy. And so this is how to conclude that enhanced independence in locating library resources is important nowadays. So besides reading with paper, we have technology, which is ISIC, also mentioned about in the research as a conclusion. So like this one in the picture here, this is an app, also a website called Libby, which is used in Sabah library. They can read it with parents' help as well. And then some of the books, they have the screen reader. That means you press it, they have sound with it to read for the kids. Another approach is inclusive programs, which is the main approach that we are talking about to increase the inclusivity. So we can have accessive tool and more innovative environment to let the kids more focus. So the inclusive programs offer inclusive, non-judgmental, caring, and instructive settings. Friends or their communities have access to relevant opportunity that emphasize in the guideline of inclusion, which is the special needs program by European agency in 2015. So by providing the opportunities like learning with friends is a way for special needs. And it's also emphasized about appreciation, embracing, and respecting that were related to international ideas of inclusion. This John's saying in his research for special need kids. So when it's talking about special need kids, it is also can link it to younger kids as well, the younger reader who is not able to read as well. So how to be letting them to be more feeling inclusion. So for a change of pace, like the speed, maybe they might be only able to read one page with the assistive technologies to help if the parents not able to, or cooperate with, like this is one of the example with like different community intervention program, for example, or another one like book club, like the book club here, they not just only limited to library as a book club. It can be like the adults going to a cafe, sitting down together to have silent reading or discuss about a theme of a book like this. So the Another one is the space. The space for design assistive technology. So in the first approaches is about the innovative learning space. So for younger kids or special needs, they will need a lot of visual cards. So these are the things that like they have labels with pictures. Very instructive way to tell the kids they should pick this. They should follow the rules. The rule cards for younger kids will be helpful as well. Which is the link here also show another way to raise kids more independent. So for the independent approach. So another section about this proposal is implementation. So the implementation here, we follow the Kansei value hierarchy model, which has level 1, 2, 3. The first step is physical quantity. So in the Kansei approach, the step they have, everyone is feeling things physically first in the first impression. So Kansei engineering integrates human emotions, sentiments, and sensory experiences into the design of goods, services, or places. So younger kids, they need a lot of sensory experience, or special needs kids, they need a lot of sensory experiences. So like, for example, in our proposal in the level 1, based on the Kansei model, we need to understand how people first will interpret the tools, how they interpret, how they acknowledge about the importance of library, importance of reading. So they can conduct a survey for younger kids or parents or the disabilities. So during or before conducting the survey, staff training for the mentoring is important. How do they let them feel about, how do they let the visitors feel about library? How be more embracing, more caring way. So level 2 is pilot task. After conduct the survey, we have the results. So we can organize an event to introduce about the self-help strategies. The event can be about like a diversity ceremony or diversity events like dancing or sharing music, instrument or traditional arts related to the things that posted in the art gallery in Pustaka Muri. So before the event started, they can actually introduce the self-help strategies or understand how to use the assistive tools. Like let them to have a pilot testing to try it first. So level 3, after the event, what we can do is about let the public understand why we are doing this, why we provide the inclusivity, why we provide the emphasis about everyone has a chance to learn. So by highlighting the successful story or testimonials from the users, like interview them, and then let them talk about their experience of the library after using the tools, or after they go to the library, how do they feel? And then do some reflection about it to have a proper implementation. So this is that's all for my proposal. So thank you very much, Doctor. I hope you accept it.